Nothing to see here. So we're back. I took a few days to calm down after the last video. Yeah, that was a doozy. That's a big plane. Well, that plane ain't abiding by the rules of this whole lockdown, eh? Before we get started on today's video, I just want to touch up on the last video. A couple of reasons why I did actually fail. So the first reason is I didn't grip my knees on the tank. So when I got to balance point, it got up there pretty quick. I slid back off the seat, which meant my foot slid off the brake. And then we all know what happened after that. And the second reason, Michelin's. Damn Michelin's. Too much grip on those puppies. So, you know, maybe I should just get a bit of a less grippy tire because they're just so good. Michelin hit me up. So yeah, anyway, that out of the way. Today, I've got my boots back on because even though the trainers did help with feeling that brake, because if you saw in the last video, I was actually getting to balance point, hitting the brake, and I could get a good feel for it. So it's actually drilled in my head now. But, you know, in theory, you're going to be doing wheelies out on the trails and messing around. You're always going to have your boots on, so it's way more safer doing it this way. And another big point that I've realized is what I've been doing regarding the wheelies. I think I've been trying to run before I can walk. I kind of went straight into the slow wheelie. I should really go back to what I was doing in kind of video 2 of this series. By the way, if you haven't seen this garden series that I'm doing while we're in lockdown, I put a little playlist on my homepage so you can just go and catch up from the beginning to where we are now. But yeah, basically, I think I need to get comfortable with being at balance point, because in the last video I was getting to balance point and I was just hammering that brake because it was so scary being up there. It's just not a natural feeling. So I need to get used to the balance point. So what I'm going to do in today's video is we're going to try and do circle wheelies, try and get up there with one leg down, because the bike generally leans that way anyway. So whichever side your leg's down, preferably your left leg so your right foot's on the brake, and just try and keep it at balance point. So I'll get used to the clutch, get used to the throttle, and get used to the brake, and try and it's the throttle I have a massive problem with, the steady throttle. I'm too, you know, jerky, and when I get up there I just don't know what the hell I'm doing with it. So we're all doing this together. Hopefully all of you lot are getting out there and practicing the same things I am. I kind of want you to beat me because I do suck. I suck really bad. But it's something that I've always wanted to do, so we're just going to get into it today, try and get to balance point, try and do some circle wheelies. Before we get into that, there's kind of a standard tradition that I do every time I crash and break something. Well, it's that time again. Guess you all remember this one. 18th of March 2018. Ah, that was a bad day. And I broke it. I broke the back fender already. You donut. Ah, good times though. Right, so circle wheelies. It's been like about a week since I've actually done this. The last time I did actually just wreck the bike and I put it away in the shed. And that was the end of that. I should have just carried on really, but I'm not gonna lie, I did hurt the back of my back. I landed pretty hard. Now we're just gonna try and get to balance point, get comfortable, because I haven't done it in a while, so I'll probably just fail it straight away. But right, sit back, foot on the brake. Straight away. Why is it always the first one I do, I wreck it? So that's why, like, it's best just to try and do these first. Try and get up to balance point, because once you get the feel of how much throttle, how much clutch you need to give it to get it to the certain point, like that was obviously too aggressive, it's my first one. Like for these videos, I don't practice before I start recording, I just go straight into it just to show you exactly what I'm going through. I mean, I should really practice for an hour, so when I start filming I look amazing. I'm just doing it because this is real time, this is what we do. So let's try it again. Oh, I need to wake up. I've only had one coffee today. I think I need more. That's the thing though, boys, you just gotta keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Woo. So just to let you know, I'm in first gear doing this. I've tried second gear. It might be good for a wheelie, like maybe try a little second gear wheelie. Well, that's alright, that was a bit better. Second gear, you just got to give it a little bit more throttle. Finding the bite is actually quite difficult, but I might try one of them now, just second gear, see if we can. It seemed a little bit more controllable when I was up in second, so yeah, interesting. Might give that a little go now. No fender! God, it's so much easier. Yeah, I still don't know whether to do circle wheelies in first or second. Second seems a bit hard. Well, I'll do one in first and we'll do one in second. Let's see which one does better. Right, that was first. Right, this is second. Right, so you need the revs to get up there, but it does seem a little bit more controllable when you're at the top. First or second, I just can't make my mind up. Second's slow getting up there, first is fast getting up there. Don't know which one's easier to control when it gets up there. Yeah, so first is like really aggressive when you get up there. So it's fine. First is actually really easy to pop the front up. But then once you're up there, it's really sensitive on the throttle, so just a little tap and it just wants to go. And second, you need a lot of throttle to get it up there, but once it's up there, it seems a bit more controllable, like really slow. First, 100% for pivot turns, 100%. This kind of circle wheelie, I'm not really sure, maybe second. I don't know, we'll try a couple in second and we'll see what happens. If you want to get stressed out, practice these. Very, very stressful. Mission, need to get from here to there. Right. Hopefully still on the bike. Okay. I think that's what I'm missing out on. Goals. I need to set myself a goddamn goal. Let's try and get a little bit further. Where did I drop? I might start marking it and try and beat it. I'd love to make it to the steps, but I'll end up in the hot tub. Oh my god, that was so much better. Oh, I'm gonna have a six-pack on this finger by the end of the day. Another main thing I've realised, just to keep you updated, is you kind of need a break. So I've been doing this for half an hour now, getting a little bit fatigued of lifting the bike up, a bit repetitive, so I'm going to go have a cup of coffee, totally re-energise myself, and then I'll be back. But for you, it'll literally be a second. Right, I've had my coffee. I feel so much better. More dehydrated, weirdly enough. I'll tell you what though, these goggles are way too hot. Oh my god. Look how bad that looks. Oh. Also, I realised having a break is not good because I've kind of got a bit lethargic. Right, back to wheelies. Okay, help. Oh my god, I'm just digging holes. I was going to jump them today and I got a bit scared. That point I made about having a break, just don't listen to me. Worst advice I could ever give. Don't have breaks. Alright, for all of you that's wondering, I'm 5'10". I'm more torso than legs, weirdly enough. So my legs aren't that long. So if you're all in the same position as me, having short legs is quite tough, you know, because you're sitting far back on the seat. The arms are long enough, those bad boys, but the foot is like, well, it's a foot, but you know. Anyway, I'm just trying to explain, just in case anyone was wondering how tall I was. I've seen a few comments asking, but yeah, 5'10". So yeah, I'm not like queerly like a 6 foot monster. Oh, look at these grips. I've got new bolt-ons. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, do you know what I've done? Oh. I've just realised that everyone talking about wraparound handguards was right. Damn it, I hate being wrong. Well, what's it like now then? Oh, it's alright. Oh. Oh god. It always ends in a fail. I've got to order a new one now, but you know my rear fender, that black piece on the rear fender, tried going online to order that, KTM aren't even stocking them in this country, so it's like a month wait. And now, oh my god,